into the market a little bit, talk a little bit about the health of the market, what we're seeing, what we like, what we don't. Magic Eden, actually, the total overall volume is 195,000 Solana volume. Feels
Good.
good, man. It
It's
doesn't
good.
feel like it today, though. I will say
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that feels like it was a little pullback. Claynoaurz down below 70 for the first time in a while. So
Mhm.
interesting there. We do have Bastards pulled back a little bit, Oogie pulled back a little bit, Wolf Capital pulled back a little bit. So even with all this volume, it doesn't feel like everything's pumping or anything. It does feel like a little bit more profit-taking volume, if I were
Mhm.
to say. So we are looking at about 122,000 Solana volume on Magic Eden, regaining 63% of market share. That's interesting. Tensor is at 19.5% at 38,000 Solana volume. Hey Swap at 18.5 thousand Solana volume, about 10% of the market. And then the rest is history. Exchange Art actually doing about 3.85 thousand Solana volume. That's very interesting, especially since that doesn't take into consideration the fact that we did have the Claynosaurz, the NFT LA auctions
Yeah.
were around that about 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So that doesn't even take into account of that. Exchange Art's been doing pretty well, about 15,000 Solana volume over the past 7 days. Interesting. Think 101 art may be something to look at as far as undervalued. But with all that being said, life looks pretty good in the market. There's some stuff moving along. Like I said, it feels like a lot of profit taking volume and everything like that. But I want to kick it back over to you, Dor. What do you think about the market right now? Where are you at?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling like you said it. I've been even in profit taking mode right now. So I think a lot of people go to Magic Eden because that's the most utilized platform still. And if people are trying to take profits, they want to get rid of their stuff as fast as possible. So, sorry, that's probably why we see a lot of liquidity move back to there. But I just think we're in a lull right now. You know, we had NFT, the hype of lead up of NFT LA, but NFT New York is right around the corner. So I do think a lot of these projects are still who are in NFT LA, like Claynosaurz, and I even think Liberty Square is also going to do something in NFT NYC. So we're in that lull between events where I think some projects are holding back catalysts, and once we see them start to announce things and getting prepped for the next coming event, we'll start to see a little bit more movement in the market. I don't think we're back into a bear market yet, but just a lull in the bull.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I think this is just like, well, weird profit taking. We're gonna find out who just went to NFT LA to figure out like events and everything like that. I think that's a little bit of profit taking. Like, I guarantee you, some of the people that bought Claynosaurz bought a Claynosaur just to go to the event.
Yes.
And so this is normal profit taking. This is about the pullback zone of what I think is a good place to possibly re-enter into Claynosaurz, possibly look to scoop some. But you can see that across the board. Liberty Square, same boat. All these events that happened that had NFTs as their focus, you can start seeing it on that front. Do want to bring up Joe Soul though. Joe, how you doing, my man?
Brothers in arms, how we doing? I'm
What's
doing
up,
very
dog?
well. Doris, great to see you, brother.
You too, man.
Very well put too. Great answer to that question. I couldn't agree more with that, with both your sentiments. I think we found a beautiful spot here. I mean, it really depends on the macro situation with Solana at the moment, right? If we chop again, then we can see some good entries. But if we continue higher lows, man, I think we're going to see that black hole event. I think only a few projects are really going to suck in any liquidity for even worth a value proposition, right? Even worth you putting SOL to even make a flip or make it, appreciate on that asset. There's only a few plays I think that will be, a true value prop. All the rest are great. There's a lot of good plays, but I just don't think we have enough cyclical liquidity to push them higher for, a good value prop. So I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think these next this whole period between NFT LA and NFT NYC, we're really going to find out, like Joe said too. I think the price action of SOL, the overall macroeconomic conditions and everything like that are really going to determine what projects pump in the meantime and what projects probably just sit here and idle for a little bit. That's where I imagine we'll be for the next couple of weeks. And then NFT NYC is a bigger event. I know LA was like really good, and the fact that, Fast Eddie killed it. We love Fast Eddie, good friend of the show. crushed it on getting this all set up. NFT LA looked like a blast too. We know we had a lot of people over there that had a ton of fun. It's great connecting. I feel like it was a more boutique event in the sense that like there was only a handful of collections, and honestly I think that's actually like a good thing. That's more the vibe I would like to go for, but still plan on trying to go to NYC to make it out there. We'll see what happens as far as that goes, but nonetheless, yeah, I'm excited. I do think there's a lot coming up over the next like month and a half that should be really good catalysts. And then, you know, May is around that time. I know it's always this cliche, you know, sell in May, walk away, but I actually feel like that may be the case, you know, in May. I may even try to front run it. I don't know what that looks like, but we're going to find out. In the meantime, I do think there's plenty of opportunity out there. I think this next month and a half will really be telling for the health of the ecosystem. So